What's up?
You want to play Bilder?
How do you win?
You just gotta spell Bilder.
B-U-I-L-D-E-R. I win.
Without you.
B-U-I-L-D-E-R. I win.
The game of Bilder. Build, don't talk. When I describe Bilder to somebody, I always say Bilder is charades with bits. Bilder is a very, very simple game. If you've ever played a charades type game or charades itself, you will know how to play Bilder. You will be grabbing a what card, and that'll have two different things that you can build that are associated with two different categories. You will pick one of those to build, then you will take one of the how cards that are face up, and that'll be a little bit of a caveat as to how you have to build it, whether there's a timer or there's some kind of a limitation to you. You will then try to build that said thing while the other players attempt to guess. But there's a little bit more to it, and let me just explain that now. Now, of course, as you saw in our intro, how you win Bilder, well, not necessarily how you win, but how you end the game is you spell Bilder. B-I-L-D-E-R. There is no U in a Bilder, at least in this game. So, the way the game ends is when one player collects at least one of each letter in Bilder. So they'll have to have at least one B, one I, one L, etc. down the list. That will end the game. And then you'll count up how many cards each person has. If you were able to spell Bilder, you get a 3-point bonus, and then 1 point for every card that you have won throughout the game, and whoever has the most points wins. So here's how exactly you play. You will pick one of the what cards. You'll draw the what card, and you'll have a couple different categories. So let me flip over this one here. Oops, moving the camera here. So we have a juicer, which is D. So if you look at our card over here, D is for devices. So we would tell the players that this is going to be a device. Or we could do this E side, which is an event, and that is fireworks. Very appropriate since the 4th of July. America's Independence Day is going on very, very soon, this week actually, that this video is coming out. So we could do either one of these. It is the player's choice as to which one they want to do. Now, whoever guesses the puzzle that they're doing will receive this what card. So they will receive the E or the D towards them spelling Bilder. Now, what's the incentive for me as the player producing it to do well at it, just to not like be like, okay, I'm going to do, you know, fireworks and nobody can guess it. Well, here's what the incentive is. As you, the player, you will pick one of the how cards that are out. And as I said, the how cards are a little bit of the caveat as to how you build. So for example, this one right here is maxed out, so you may only use 5 building pieces. Handmade says that you can only use the palm of your hand as a building surface. And then they have this one. So opposed to opposables, you may not use your thumbs while building. So those are a little bit of a challenges. If you successfully have one of your opponents guess the what card that you're attempting to do, while still doing whichever of the how card you have, you win the how card, and of course they win the what card. So there's where you want to do well, because you have an option to make up a letter on your side. So we have an I, an R, and an L. So you have an option to try to get that, to try to cause the end of the game, or just try to get more points. So let's go through one real quick here, just to show you how it works. You're going to see which one I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and do this card here. So we can do fireworks, or I think I'm actually going to go for the juicer. So since I'm doing the juicer, I'm going to tell everybody D, device, so they all know that I'm attempting that. So this is going to go face down. onto my side, and then I'm going to pick one of these categories. Well, since I'm doing all this on camera, maybe using the palm of my hand will actually be kind of convenient, so I can actually hold it right up here so that you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do this handmade. So I will say I'm doing the handmade to earn this R. So I will place that on my side as well. Let's just move these out of the way. These would stay out for the next players. So those will be out there. So you can see all of these different bits. So the game comes with all these different wooden shapes that are all laser cut out, and of course your shapes may be different in the final production version of the game, but these are the ones that I have here. So remember, we are doing a juicer. So make sure everybody's ready, and you cannot talk in this game, you cannot make noise, you cannot hum, you cannot do any of those normal kinds of things. So let's see, how do we make a juicer? So let's go ahead and begin. Now, normally I wouldn't be talking, but I'm going to explain my thought process here. You know, this kind of looks like the spiky bits at the end of like a juicer kind of thing. So I'm going to grab that. And let's see here. Let's maybe grab this round thing. Yeah. So we're going to grab this round thing. We're going to stick that in there. Yeah, that works. And we can grab like this thing. We can be like, so that everybody can see it, and then be going like that, or I could be going like, but it wouldn't be making any noise, of course. So go like that and see if anybody guesses it. There is a marble in here, so I could be like using the marble, so I think it's a round thing, so I can go like this, and then I can be like, since everything has to be built in the palm of my hand, that's the challenge here. So I can put this drip here. Everybody can see that, and I can still be like twisting and doing that. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sorry, but there everybody can see. And then hopefully somebody will guess a juicer. And then there's even like the big arrow, so you can point to something if you needed to. But that is the gist of it. After a player is all done, if they have earned their reward, or you've just given up and called time on them and saying, you know what, we don't know what this is, and they've given up, they wouldn't earn any cards. Nobody would earn any cards there. Or if they failed to do their thing, for example, this one, if they ended up using their thumbs, they wouldn't earn this, but whoever guessed it would still be able to earn their card. So you got to make sure you follow the little bit of restriction. Now, something that might come up are these challenge cards, because after the round you go ahead and refill, so there's always 3 of these how cards out there, but a challenge might come out, and a challenge has a question mark on there, so the challenge can be used as any letter that you need. So that is really cool. So first of all, what you do is you'd grab a what card, you would flip it over, and we see here we have a cheese grater or retirement. And be like, I don't really know how to do either one of these. If there is one of these challenge cards out, you can go ahead and throw that card away and just do the challenge. Now the challenge is only for the player that is actually doing the challenge, usually. Sometimes it'll involve other players. So for example, it says to take a building piece and flip it like a coin. If you can catch it on the back of your hand, you will earn this card. So let's see here. There are some obvious coin things here, so I have not yet successfully done this yet, but oh, that's a fail. But if I was able to successfully do that, I would earn this, and I can use this as any letter towards the end of the game, or I could plug it into any letter, try to earn some more points. So that is another way to play. There are lots and lots of what cards, so there are lots of choices that you can make. But let's go ahead and let's tilt the camera around and shuffle some stuff around, and let's actually show a player building something, and then you can try to guess along with me. So let's show Will. So we are going to play a quick round right here. Will is going to be the builder this turn, so he's going to draw from the deck and choose what he wants to build, and we have some categories out for him. I'm going to come back behind the camera and show you these categories, and he's going to pick out what he's going to challenge himself with. So the first card we have here is there is a 90-second time limit for building and guessing. He can choose a bad hand, so he has to build with his non-dominant hand. Or he can choose that guy from Police Academy, so he can make sound effects, no words, while building. So whichever he thinks will benefit him the most, he can go ahead and choose one of those after he picks his what category. So let me just tilt this down here so you're going to see what we have going on the table here.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
Okay, so just place that face down on the table.
Yep.
And which category are you picking?
Time.
90 seconds?
Yep.
Okay, just a second, let me grab my phone. Okay, I have my timer all ready here. So Will, what is the category that you are building?
Beings.
So B for beings. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, start. So we have some guys in a truck. And we have, okay, he's wearing a hat. Don't know if you can see that very well. And there's some walls on the truck. And the people are walking beside. And, oh, I think I might know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and let that timer count down, see if you can figure out what this is. Okay, I think I know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and guess. I'm going to say it's the Pope. Bing, 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 bing.
Punchboard Media, where we all bring something to the table. Pull up a chair at punchboardmedia.com.
So that was just a brief explanation of Bilder. This is a really, really fun and fantastic party game. If you have a group that likes to play charades, and if they're not really into a lot of the other types of games, this is definitely something to break out, something that they would really enjoy. We had such a laugh when we were playing it with our group, with his brother, but also I had a real blast playing it this past Origins with some people from Punchboard Media, actually. And it was hilarious. We were cracking up. We were nearly in tears trying to guess what was going on, and I was actually trying to help somebody because I was teaching the game from afar, but I was still kind of throwing out any of my input and trying to help them out. But this is a really, really fun game. So if you are interested in anything like this, down below I'm going to have a link for their Kickstarter, so you can definitely check that out. Do you have anything else to add?
No, it was cool. Some of the people or some of the places are a little difficult, but trying to act it out without saying anything is challenging at best. But it was really good time.
Definitely. So down below, make sure you check that out. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and help support Cloak and Meeple. You can go over to geekygoodies.com/Cloak and Meeple to buy a Cloak and Meeple shirt. You can also support me on Patreon or on Podpledge. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching.